Hey everyone, it's your boy BG here in the Hammer in Hamilton as we continue our election 2021 coverage. But before we tell you why we're here, I need you to do the homework right now. That means subscribing to this channel, tapping that notification bell, and follow us on all of our social media. So we wanted to step out of Toronto, head to Hamilton, and find out how people are feeling about the election. We're now just over 1 week from Election Day, and with so many things being promised, how are you feeling? Let's hear from Hamiltonians. You know, the one thing about Hamilton is that this is like a gritty, hardworking city, you know? This is a city that was known for hard work, steel workers, you name it. But it's been through some rough times, but there's also seen a lot of change here. So I'm interested to see what people are gonna say, how they're feeling. They also have a big student population with masters here, right? Massive university. We're talking about the election.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you been following?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You've been following what's been happening?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So never voted before, but I think this year it might be going PPC.
Oh, it's about the election.
I don't know anything about election. I don't know.
No, you're not paying attention?
No.
Have you been following?
Not really.
No, eh?
Not interested.
Unwanted election,
Yeah.
waste of time, waste of money.
Wait a minute, you're on camera.
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, you talking to me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
But you're looking good, so it's all good. It ain't like you ain't looking fresh, girl. You got a fresh blouse and everything. You're looking flowery and sunny. Have you been following the election?
No, but I've been following with the that's been going on with the whole pandemic, and they're just acting like some idiots, you know?
What are the issues that matter to you most, or that matter to Hamiltonians?
Housing, affordability, people on the street, what's going on, how are they being supported? That's really important to me. I would say number one. The second one is the environment. Climate change, what are we doing? Where's the action?
What are the biggest issues for you, though, and people in Hamilton?
Well, if you look around at the people of Hamilton, the biggest issues currently right now are homelessness, drug addiction, etc. Right? So, social programs, right? That we have a lack thereof.
What's important to you, though? Like, what issues are important to you?
I'm as like an international student. The first of all is like a multicultural country, right? A person should see every person's perspective. That's what matters to me. But I think if conservative gonna come, they ain't gonna look at everybody. I don't think so. They're multicultural. I don't know, but at my perspective, I think that they're no.
What issues matter to you most in this election, would you say?
I say more like the students,
Yeah.
Really trying to help out like kids out in the streets, actually trying to go into a better like educational system after they get out of high school and stuff, because there's not a lot of kids that actually have like that opportunity to have money into their school when they're done high school,
So you're talking like make university and college more affordable?
Yeah, for kids,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the NDP might be doing that. Shout out to them. But other than that, just, yeah.
So right now
Hopefully
it's about education costs for you.
Yeah, it's more always about education. Education is key, And if you can actually have an affordable education, I feel like that can open a lot of doors for a lot of kids.
What are the issues, I guess, that matter to you and people here in Hamilton, would you say? What are the big issues?
Hamilton is definitely affordable housing. We already have a lot of social assistance, which attracts certain people that need social assistance, and it's just, you got to keep feeding that beast. Biggest one for me is single issue, no vaccine passports, and lockdowns. Have common sense instead of giant blanket protections, right? Like shut down everything, doesn't work. Target specific demographics that are vulnerable, fix those issues, make sure the people who can drive the economy keep working, people that are in healthcare need to be respected, number one. People who are on the streets need to be respected also, but they also need to be, what's the right word? We can't let the streets be taken over by people who don't respect themselves. And I think that's very important. That's for me.
They need to fix the healthcare system and raise our pay as a nurse.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a big thing for you.
Yes, that's a big thing for us, and they need to respect us more because we're risking our life to help other people out there in the system.
I'm a healthcare worker. I'm in fear of losing my job because I don't agree with the mandatory vaccine. So I don't know, it's just tough.
And you think the PPC is the best party to address those things?
Yeah, a lot of people in our group that are against this. We have kind of like a huge mass of people that are kind of like saying to go for PPC. We can sway the change in our favor. Like a lot of people are for it. There's a lot of protests like everywhere in Canada. They're trying to spin things in the media saying we're angry people getting mad at the nurses, but no, we're healthcare workers out there fighting for our rights.
Are people happy with the current government? Do they want to see a change? Do you feel like they're talking about the issues that need to be talked about?
They are, but you know, it's all surface.
Yeah.
There's no action. I'm a strong NDP supporter. I will never be voting for anyone else other than NDP. That's my roots.
And I can't really believe that we actually have like a prime minister that did the whole blackface thing, fam. Like, that's Masha.
You still remember that?
Of course I remember that. That's our whole prime minister. How is men's gonna say, like, you're gonna say, where are you from? Canada. Oh, so Justin Trudeau's your prime minister? Yeah, blackface.
You just don't trust politicians?
No. They
Why
say
not?
one thing and then when they win, nothing like what they say is
Yeah.
gonna go that way. No.
Well, actions speak louder than words. All politicians lie to get elected, right? You know, they'll promise you the world and deliver you the outhouse.
Everyone gets in there, they all say the same thing, and unfortunately, life is life, things happen, but I just feel that Justin Trudeau is doing a good job.
Do you think Jagmeet Singh has a chance to win this election?
I think Jagmeet Singh has a chance to really influence what happens in Parliament, and that's important.
So you're personally feeling more NDP.
Yeah.
What about Jagmeet Singh in the NDP?
I think he's more like following people. He's more on active social media. I've seen his TikToks. He's doing more welfare. But the people who hate immigrants, for sure, they're gonna go for conservative. I bet, yeah. Because I've seen people, they don't like the immigrants. They don't following the rules and everything. They're making mess, fighting in plazas.
You've seen that?
Yeah, man.
So would you be worried if the conservatives were to
Yeah,
win?
a little bit. Because I'm an international student, I'm not a permanent resident yet. But they're gonna strengthen up the rules to get my permanent residence.
Is there any party right now that you're leaning towards?
The only one that says anything counter to the other ones is PPC. They're very small. I don't think they're going to make any effective change. It's going to split the vote with the Conservatives. People say the same thing with the NDP against the Liberals. Honestly, I would, if not voting out of protest actually worked, I would do it, but I think I might vote for the PPC.
So first time voting and you're gonna go for one of the fringe parties?
Yes.
Why?
Stand up for people's rights. A lot of people are against the vaccine passports, so we got to come together and, try to stand up for our rights.
Don't ask me who I'm going to vote for though, because I can't divulge that. My biggest qualm was there's only one English leaders debate. There was 2 French language debates, but
Three.
There was 3. There you go, right?
Yeah.
So there was only 1 English debate and 3 French debate. Are they trying to persuade Quebec? I think so, right? You know what I mean?
Why are you a Liberal supporter, I guess would be our question.
I love Justin Trudeau.
Can you promise me you're at least gonna try to vote?
No, I won't.
You said that like you mean it.
Yeah, I mean it. I won't vote. No.
How could a party leader persuade you or convince you to vote?
Live up to their words and let me see the improvement, and then I will probably vote again next year, not this year.
All right, so you're gonna watch and see if they lie again.
Yes.
I lie them lie. I lie them lie. This is why it's so important to vote. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because they know the demographics of people who vote and who choose not to vote. So when you take yourself out of the system and you say, I'm not gonna exercise my democratic right, then they're never gonna try to get your vote because they know that you're fully turned off. So even if you don't like a certain candidate, there has to be at least one who's saying at least one thing or promising at least one thing or feels genuine to you where you can at least cast your vote. But don't waste your vote by not voting, because then after they will disregard you, not just as your profession, but you as a black woman too. It's very important to show 100%. But then find somebody who says that they're not going to treat you like that. You get what I'm saying?
We don't know who. We don't know.
Well, follow the page and you'll find out. We're covering them all. And I'm calling out Adelaya.
Yeah. That's right.
All right?
Yeah.
You promise me?
Yes.
All right. You
All
see, I
right.
convinced her.
All right.
I convinced her. Can you guys promise me something?
Yeah.
You guys gonna vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then come September 20th, I'll make my decision, and I'm
September
sure the team will as
20th?
well.
That's when,
That's
like-
when the election day is, September 20th.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
But
close.
just promise me, don't waste your vote, because if you don't vote, then they'll never try to get your vote. So they won't care about what you guys care about as a community. You get what I'm saying? So even if you don't like a person, find somebody who at least you like even a little bit. You get what I'm saying? All right, guys. Nice to meet you, eh? All righty. And we want to thank all of Hamilton for welcoming us here today. And we want to, all right, there go Cha-Cha. Listen, you never know what you're gonna find when you visit cities and towns across this country. But I want to remind everybody that we are dropping election specials right up until Election Day, which is, of course, September 20th. So make sure you keep it locked to our channel. And also remember, if you do have a news story that you want us to look into, email us, news@brandongonezshow.com. And if you haven't watched the most recent episode of The BG Show, go do that right now. In the meantime, we'll see you soon.